My name is Dorian Fougere. I'm the lead for the Social Ecological Resilience and Transformation Thematic Group, or SERT. Manuela Ruiz is my colleague and co-lead. SERT and its precursor, the Resilience Thematic Group, was established in 2015 to accelerate the use of social ecological resilience and complex adaptive systems as foundational concepts for designing and implementing conservation interventions. When talking about resilience, we're actually referring to three interrelated qualities or capacities of a system. The first, resilience itself, is the capacity of a system to recover from stress and disturbance while retaining its essential functions, structure, feedbacks, and identity. The second, adaptability, is the capacity of actors, both human and biological, to modify and organize system parameters in new ways in response to management interventions or external shocks or changes in systems at higher or lower levels. And finally, transformability, which is the capacity of actors to create a fundamentally new system when ecological, economic, or social dynamics make the existing system untenable. The key objectives in our work plan are to increase familiarity with resilience and complex adaptive systems concepts, and to increase the use of these concepts within IUCN's work as a whole. We're focusing specifically on the Commission's other 5 priorities, but also looking to intercommission work. The process for developing our work plan involved surveying our members. We have about 206 at the last count. We had 78 respondents, 36% coming from 15 regions, including 10 young professionals. We sorted responses into work areas based on common interest. I'll go through these in a moment. And then we also sorted information according to the type of work product being proposed, such as case studies or journal papers. I won't go into that level of detail, but if you're interested, we have it and are happy to share it with you and discuss it. After this meeting, we'll convene work groups around specific products. We're looking to combine specific topics with regions or ecosystems, and we're also looking to sequence work products to create efficiencies, for example, case studies that feed into webinars. One of the challenges will be narrowing and building consensus around work group endeavors, a small number of these, and finding ways for individuals to still contribute meaningfully, even if their personal interest is not a work group endeavor. Looking out ahead to 2022, we provided a detailed list in our work plan of the targets to which the work areas contribute. Not yet sure how that will change or update for the following year, but as we begin implementation, we will track that. Moving ahead to the work areas, the first is nature-based solutions and the global standard. There's proposals around a second version of the standard, case studies looking at urban areas, coastal, mountain ecosystems, sea level rise, also thematic interest in natural capital policy and blockchain technologies, also looking at the global south, how nature-based solutions play out there, indigenous whole systems approaches and the circular economy, and also case studies in Nepal and Peru, and possibly an awards program. Coordination is with the Nature-Based Solutions CEM group, as well as the IUCN Secretariat and the CEM Impact Mitigation and Ecological Compensation Group. Our second work area is Red List of Ecosystems. There's some interest in climate modeling and forecasting range shifts, the avoidance of seabed mining, implementation in developing countries, and regional collaboration in Asia and Africa, with key coordination, of course, being the RLE group. Third work area, cultural practices and indigeneity. Interest here is in a framework for different types of knowledge systems. Again, how this plays out in New Zealand, the Amazon, Colombia, ideas of sacred nature, how to work with power asymmetries and local participation, indigenous harvesting calendars, the water, food, energy nexus, and key crossover is with the cultural practices and ecosystem management group within CEM and ecosystem governance. Governance and power is the fourth work area, where there's attention to indigenous people's rights and land use practices. There's a nexus with the CESP, the other commission, the Natural Resources Governance Framework, climate justice, scales of governance, economic paradigm interventions, human rights to water, just and inclusive conservation, and liaising with the Ocean Governance Initiative. Key coordination here is no surprise with the Ecosystem Governance Group, of course, as well as cultural practices and CESP. The fifth work area is working landscapes and seascapes, including agroecosystems, where there's interest in integrated landscape management, rewilding, food sovereignty, biocultural conservation, human health, drylands, ecosystem services, and agroforestry. Crossover coordination needs are with the CEM Sustainable Use and Livelihoods Group, the Agroecosystems Group, the Ignite Team on Human Health, and Nature-Based Solutions. Sixth area is conceptual development, where there's emphasis on tools for management, as well as psychosocial aspects of resilience and transformation. And finally, work area number 7 is on network development, where we're looking at a South American-based Spanish-speaking webinar that highlights regional perspectives and priorities and strategies, the intersection of art, technology, and culture, outreach to youth, mapping our own network, and the promotion of regional collaboration in Asia and Africa. Key coordination is with the CEM webinar series and the Restoration Thematic Group webinar series, as well as CEM South America and Young Professionals Network. With that, I will stop and let us head back to the main meeting. Thank you.